All right, so Mickey Mouse and the Kitten Sitters. It's a vintage golden book that I turned into its cover. I used like 3 or 4 different trims to kind of frame it. So you've got a little frilly lacy bit, and then a shiny ribbon, and then this vintage trim on there as well. And I also put that on the spine, but I liked that you can still see the little golden book part. And then the back has one of my cat printables on it that I used for the back cover. And I double tasseled it because I was feeling frilly. I don't get frilly too often, but so this one has a cute little black cat and paw print charm. All the different laces and stuff. And then this one has a couple different silver cat charms on there. And then it's got this vintage ribbon that's really soft as its closure. So my idea when I was making this was that I wanted to create a journal that you could use for putting all of your like cat memorabilia in there. How do you... I do not sew. I am a horrible sewer. So it is glue. So I use 2 different glues when I'm crafting and making journals a lot. I use... I'm trying to find both of them. Alright, so I use... this one is a pH neutral PVA bookbinding glue. And I use that if I have a whole lot of glue to put out because it has a wider nozzle and you can get a ton of glue out. And then I also, of course, use the art glitter glue. I buy their really big bottles because it makes it more cost effective. And then I have these little bitty bottles that are like really soft and come with this cool silicone cover because I lose lids. If you couldn't tell, my bookbinding glue has plastic on top of the lid. But those are the 2 glues I use. It kind of just depends on what I'm doing at the moment. With the art glitter glue, you could do it all with art glitter glue. Like this one, I think I did. But if you're doing something where you have to, if you're covering the whole thing with fabric or paper and you need to get a ton of glue on the cover, the PVA glue is a lot easier to get a ton out. So the idea behind this journal was to have lots and lots of pockets. And space to write and places you could add pictures of your own cats is kind of what I was going through. I did put a lot of these little cat playing cards that I have. This one's Mischievous. These are all illustrations by Gary Patterson. It's a deck of cards where every card has a different image. They're all just really cute cat punny cards. I kept all of the vintage pages in. So you're joining us in Junk Journal Land from scrapbooking. It is definitely possible. I started out as an art journaler and kind of moved into junk journaling, and now I kind of mix them both together. I do have tutorials on my website or on my YouTube channel, which you can find on my website. So if you go to craftyandcrazy.com, I post all of the demos that I do here on Whatnot on my YouTube channel. Sometimes it takes me a few days to get them up there, but I do usually get them up there. I do a lot of different crafting and junk journal demos on here and sell kits too. So this journal, this is what I call one of my beginner journals. Instead of sewing in signatures, I put in elastic band signatures. So this one is like a book you can change. So I made it so that you can slide and remove all of the pages if you would like, or reorganize them, or add in your own pages. It's a really easy way to start out when you're journaling instead of having to have your full signature ready and putting everything in at once. So mostly in here, it's just the vintage pages that came with the book. All of these little cat pages are my my cat themed printables that I designed. and then just really cute paper that matched kind of with the crazy pinks and reds that were going on. How do you decide what to use? Ooh, that is a loaded question. Sometimes I've made a journal. Actually, this one, sometimes I get like one piece of something and it makes me want to do a journal. Hold on, if I can find it. There is a sticker I got actually from another Whatnotter, and it made me want to do a cat journal. Sometimes I'll just pick a theme that I like and just slowly start collecting stuff that goes to it. This one. So I got this little sticker from somebody, a fellow crafter here on Whatnot. I don't even remember who at this point. And I was like, I'm going to hold on to that until I do a cat journal. And then I kind of just started collecting cat stuff. And then I did a cat themed train, so it kind of made me want to jump in and get it finished. Do you make a journal based on a vacation? You can. There's definitely travel journals out there. A lot of people will do those. I haven't. Me and my husband went on a big trip, and I had an idea while we were traveling and like picked up paper stuff everywhere we went. It's all sitting in a bag. I haven't done it yet. So I haven't done a travel journal yet. But this one has lots of, these are tea-dyed envelopes that you can shove stuff in, and then just tons of little pockets. Vintage music sheets. I kind of tried to pick titles that made me think of my past cats in life. Oh, thank you. It's definitely, I feel like junk journaling is one of those things you can't do wrong. It's kind of like I like it. You kind of can just, get it all in there, and as long as you're enjoying it, it's a thing. There are also some little double-sided tags in here, but mostly I just made lots of pockets and belly bands and tuck spots, some vintage dictionary sheets. But I made lots of places you could add in your own stuff and add pictures. Got lots of cute randomness. Some stuff I just did some little collages. These are tea-dyed sheets that I tea-dyed my own paper. Recently married. Oh, that's awesome. See, I tried to be a scrapbooker when my kids were younger, and it always just meant that I bought lots of things and stuck stuff in the front cover of a scrapbook and never put it in it. That's almost my scrapbooking when my kids were younger. But yeah, this one just has tons and tons of spots to write and to add photos and text stuff that reminds you of your cats in it. It's got 2 different elastic signatures, so you can add all kinds of pages and stuff you would like. And then all these different little cat printables are in my shop in my Buy It Now. And got another little double belly band you can tuck stuff into. Oh, thank you. It's really colorful. I don't do a ton of really colorful stuff. I've been venturing out more. So I guess I'm getting colorful when, and then this is a little tuck spot. So I guess I'm getting colorful every once in a while. I'm starting to go outside my comfort zone a little more. But I will pin that and run that in case anybody needs a cat journal in their life while I try to put this back up. But thank you guys for looking at that. I always love showing my journals. I try to record and post flip throughs on my YouTube when I get a chance. So at some point this flip through will be posted onto my YouTube channel.